nothing. I found something interesting. The Retronics recognize you as a human, and that's why they're sending drones to attack you. They didn't and won't bother with me. Guess what? They're not just xenophobic. They specifically have a thing against humans. So, you and your squishy human self are prime targets to their drone army. Looks like we have no choice but to fight our way to the portals. Don't worry, I'll be cheering you on from the sidelines. Need any further adjustments? Just holler. We'll get through this, Mei, one human-hating drone at a time.
Yes, some might say that you're tremendous. You are so much more stupendous. So magnificent, so magnanimous. If we voted, it'd be unanimous. Very exceptionary. This temporary phase will have to do. It's true for my very exceptionary.
Drones behind us! Enemies almost gone. Watch it, hey, drones are on. Drones, keep it up! Drones are on heels! You wanna fight? We'll get them from there. Mei, I've got some news. The Retronics are stepping up their game and have started deploying turrets along our path. These turrets are sneaky and easy to miss since we zoom past so quickly, but don't fret, I've come up with a solution. I've marked the turrets with a big column of red light, and your corresponding glove will pulse and ring when you're approaching a turret on the left or right. No more getting caught off guard. And here's some exciting news. I found a way to power up our bike. Those big floating screens, you see? They're actually ads, and they're chock full of Solvex. They're ridiculously easy to hit, so make sure you don't pass them by. I've highlighted them with a green light column to make them stand out. Let's hit the road and show those turrets who's boss. The red light means turret, green light means Solvex Bonanza. Keep your eyes peeled and your reflexes sharp. detour. Get back before we're toasted. Hey, look! Regent Street! This is no good adventure now. If you would like, we'll give them breakfast. Remember, you're on the road. Well, our energy will drain faster than citation. I discovered that all Retronics live off the energy harvested from this planet's surface. The surface is extremely hot, so they can't live there. They have to live at this altitude where air is less hot. Their ancestors built thousands of thermal power plants, so the Retronics have an abundance of energy. In the summer, when the planet is at its hottest, they work a lot and store excess energy in their reservoirs. In winter, or as they call it here, sleep time, they use the energy from their reservoirs and still have plenty left for years. That's all I found so far. By the way, Earl has a new errand. He needs copper wires, and they're only available at one store. And be sure to send the delivery straight to him so we don't have to go to the post office again. It's a bad day to be a drone. Drone's chasing us. Remember all the target practice you did on me in the garage? Light. I know, safety first, but hey, who doesn't love a little thrill? garage. Are those drones giving you a hard time, huh? I'll try to whip up a new energy gun as soon as possible. But you'll still have to scout places where portals might be. There's no information about them in the database, so it's all up to us. Regis screen spotted. Just what we needed. Hey, drones on our tail. Hey, look! Regis screen. Who says no to a bit of extra help? Yikes! That was a tight squeeze. Drones are pulling like leaves in autumn. Drones chasing. Remember all the target practice you did on the garage? Regis screen ahead. Drones on our tail. If they want to fight, we'll give them one more seat. Speed rounds. Hey! Get back on track. Notice the drone's getting a bit more feisty? Turns out humans are considered public enemy number 1 on Retronika. And I quote, subject to immediate destruction. Nice, right? They're not going to let up. robotics have activated their security system, the living head. Look up. Yeah, that's it. They've unleashed a massive drone, and it's not here for friendly chat. Your radar must be doing bonkers. This big guy is completely armored. Hitting it won't be easy. You'll need to aim for its weak spots when the gates open, or shoot at its exposed parts. We've got to take it down, or it's game over for us. Go, Mei, and I'll keep feeding you tips on its vulnerabilities. Let's turn this mechanical piece into scrap metal. That gun is dangerous. Focus on taking it out.